Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. With the rest of the troupe either sleeping or gone fishing, Dell took advantage of a quiet moment to attempt to extricate the Dr. Deputy from his robot body, only to accidentally activate the self-destruct sequence. The squire got free and Adam shielded them as much as he could, but Rumpleforeskin had their leg blown off and they all got burnt in the explosion. Meanwhile, Tyler caught a glimpse of what had happened through his detached finger in Dell's pocket, and so New Rogue rode a Were-boar to his friends to heal them up, while Tyler started fishing. They escaped disaster, but will the approaching caravan spell more trouble for Wet Change? I hope so.
The four heroes of Wet Change had been split up. Two of them, Adam, who is no longer the evil shadow nemesis, having hidden that personality within himself, and Dell. Adam had gone to take a little nap after Dell had convinced him that he was a great guy and definitely wasn't evil, not at all, while he couldn't remember what was happening. And Dell took the Dr. Deputy, who was trapped inside a robot body, outside to try to free him from his mechanical prison when she accidentally triggered the self-destruct function of his busted-up robot. She managed to get him out, having carved into it with the help of Rumpleforeskin. Unfortunately, Rumpleforeskin rolled a 1 and got their legs stuck inside the robot, and Dell, with a fearful failure, severed that leg to free Rumpleforeskin, ready to stand there and accept the blast to protect her friends. But Adam, not Shadow Nemesis, Adam leapt forward to use his terror strength, which it turns out is not very good, to try to throw the robot. But instead of fleeing, as Shadow Nemesis definitely would have, he took the brunt of the blast for his friends and through his constitution managed to survive and allow them to survive. Unfortunately, Rumpleforeskin lost a leg. Adam searched among the wreckage along with the Dr. Deputy, who was in a very singed doll, and they only found a hoof and a couple of bone splinters, which Adam collected and brought back to Rumpleforeskin. Dell was troubled, we will say. On the other side of several hills, because they all seem to be an indeterminate amount of size, Tyler and New Rogue were on their way. Tyler journeyed back to his ghostly finger and saw what was happening, realizing that his friends needed a healer. He convinced New Rogue, rather than New Rogue trying to go fish, as the healer, he should probably go heal. New Rogue yelled into the tubes he summoned, requesting a prosthetic leg for Rumpleforeskin, before riding Billy Bob Thornton, the cleric and Were-boar, who turned into her boar form to speed them back to this camp. Upon their arrival, they were taking in the scene. And that's when all of our heroes who were present, which again, Adam, Dr. Deputy, Rumpleforeskin, Dell, New Rogue, Billy Bob Thornton, Jack Magnum, and Bjorn now, they spotted a caravan coming through the darkness towards them while Tyler was left to go fishing with Midas Fern, a werewolf and ground fisher of this tribe, who doesn't talk. Left him some cards. They didn't seem to make a great impression on each other as they went. He's going to have a fun time. And that is the recap of what happened in the previous episode. Does anyone have any questions among our players of anything you may have missed or you want to be sure of?
No.
Yeah.
That all tracks for me.
I think we're good.
All righty. And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. Dell. Adam has been searching for bone pieces, and you were left standing next to Rumpleforeskin as his search was underway. Mm-hmm. What were you thinking? What were you doing? How are you doing? What's happening with Dell right now?
This is not good. Not good. For one thing, I'm so injured, but also feel like everything that just happened I caused. So I have not made myself better or looked at any of this. I'm just super in pain, but also feeling terrible about it, but also thinking Rumpleforeskin got more hurt than me, so I don't want to make my angst about this their problem. So I'm just being so awkward. Just like
Can you roll me a performance?
Yes.
To try to hide how you're thinking about yourself and like be more present outside of that.
It's a dirty 20.
Ooh. Nice.
All right, you beat that. So they are standing next to you and are just standing, keeping balance on 3 legs with the 4th leg missing. That's not the easiest thing, so they're not moving around terribly much.
Is there anything I can do to help right now that you need?
Oh, I don't really know what to do about a leg. This shit's fucked.
Yeah, it definitely is. Oh, it's so awkward.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull the carriage.
Oh no! Don't worry about that. We're gonna figure out everything with you first, and carriage. I mean, it's missing a side. Everything else will come after. As long as you're, we'll figure it out together.
Oh, okay. And they just look at the floor, and you have this awkward moment before the boar comes over the hill and New Rogue arrives. And the boar turns into a person, and you all see the caravan coming towards you. You realize it is a few minutes away, but it is definitely coming in a straight path for these barren hills and your position on the road. What do you all do?
I'm going to be like, okay, team, everybody's really injured. I have to heal everybody because I don't know what that business is, but it's not good. Probably.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Heal me, please.
Oh, okay, Shadow Nemesis. Wait your turn. I know you're very, me, but...
New Rogue, it's Adam. Adam's back.
Oh, yeah.
Shadow Nemesis ran away, and I chased him and found Adam.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of know who Shadow Nemesis is, but yeah, it's...
No, Adam's great. Adam's great.
Yeah.
So now it's no longer the evil Shadow Nemesis, but the Adam that sold drugs in a quarry.
Wait, sorry. Evil Shadow Nemesis?
Shadow
We're running out of
Nemesis,
time.
Dark Knight, it's Ravenloft evil.
And
Don't worry
that
about
drug
it.
thing was just a phase. Like I told you that.
Yeah, he got better.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
continue.
I needed money to buy all those
needlessly
Transformers.
judgmental. Okay, here goes, everybody, friends. Prayer of healing. Oh, please, Ezra. Give it to everybody right now. We need you. And yeah.
Can I lean over to Dell and be like, "Is he okay? What's happening?"
Yeah, this is how he expresses his religious feelings.
Oh.
Yeah. Just
So
let it happen.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that I see within range will regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Nice. Roll 2d8 and add nothing.
Oh, but I want to add stuff. Hold on, let me find it. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. That's 4, 7. All right. Yeah. So that's just an 11.
So everybody heals 11
Yep.
health points.
Hey.
That's all right.
That's all right.
That's not
Dr.
bad.
Deputy's back to 100%.
Actually,
And
no,
Del.
he's not. He's a construct. And
Oh,
my
yeah,
prayer
that's
of
true.
healing doesn't actually do him. I'm sorry.
I hate this. Why didn't you let me take a wolf?
Wait, say hello to the Were-boar. This is everybody. This is Billy Bob Thornton, a fellow cleric.
Yeah, it's a Were-boar. The bears, they look less like pigs. Nice to meet you. What are we going to do about this fucking caravan? And Del, you look around at this group surrounding you, and you look at Adam, and you realize it is Adam who sacrificed himself to try to protect the rest of the group. And that gives you a little bit of hope. And the mists give you a point of inspiration.
Okay, we're gonna pull it together.
And you look at this cleric, and she seems very focused. And she's actually thinking of the task and the threat at hand. And you realize you might have another adult in this group that can help the right things happen. And that gives you another point of inspiration from the mist.
Whoa.
Oh,
Adam gets 5
and you look over.
perspiration.
And then you look over, and you see New Rogue arguing with a doll that he failed to heal after immediately almost undoing hours worth of work, keeping Adam from finding out he was evil.
yes.
And you realize no matter how competent everyone is, things can still be quite bad. And you feel a chill wash over you as you get a point of perspiration from the Watchers.
Okay, don't get too excited. We're still in the shit. Okay. Hurry. Yeah, Do you know anything about these camping caravan? Is that a thing that happens here?
I haven't seen one of those ever. No, I don't know what the fuck that's about. That just seems like it's coming from the bad place.
Oh, great. New Rogue, where's Tyler?
Tyler had to go fishing for groundworms. It's a long story, but we need to feed a whole village of starving were creatures. And, he's doing his job. He's doing his bit. Every effort counts.
Right. And he sent a message and his finger so we can't contact Tyler at all, huh?
He's way too far away. He's like 10 miles. I don't have that ability.
Okay. Well, we can't move anywhere and we can't fight any of these people, but I guess prepare to talk to them, I guess.
All right, you want us to just stand next to the burning carriage, or what do you want us to do?
We can't move it, and we can't move Rumpleforeskin, so...
Del,
I could probably hobble if you needed me to hobble somewhere.
What if we hobble into... Sorry, Ryan, what are we seeing here right now? Is there a tree line at all, or...?
No, the barren hills are just rocks.
It's just the barren hills.
To continue this, it's just rocks. You are at the road, which is at the bottom of the two rising hills that extend in either direction. Next to the road is where the carriage is currently sitting. It is partially on fire, along with parts of it that have been spread around, with one of its sidewalls having been fully removed. It still has an overall shape and structure, but it is there. To your left and right, you are just looking at a hill going up and a hill going up. And in the distance, you can see the caravan coming towards this gap along the road that you originally took to get here.
So there are no boulders or anything like large boulders to hide behind. Okay.
No.
Yeah. All right. Now I see. Okay. Never mind, Del. I didn't have an idea. I thought I had an idea, and I didn't have an idea. What should we do?
I gotta have an idea.
Okay, Adam, what?
Can I look at the carriage and see, like, we have guns on there, right? Like, are the guns on fire?
You have crossbows that were built into the corners of it. So two that are on the side that were ripped off are very loosely, questionably mounted. The two on the other side are looking relatively functional.
Okay. All right. Well, I think what we need to do is kind of have like an element of surprise thing going on. So why don't me and Dr. Deputy get into the carriage, and we can kind of point these crossbows at the people. Don't fire them until we know what's going on. And then we can kind of lessen our numbers. So they'll be like, oh, there's only 3 people. And then like, pow, if they try to like get us, we can just like, bop, 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 with the crossbows.
Yeah, we can ambush them like murderers. Yeah, take that, you people in caravan.
Well, but like if only to like defend ourselves, right? Like if they come at us, then we can be like ready and like take them out.
That's right, Mr. Black Knight.
And he puts his hands on his hips and does a little wiggle.
Oh, thank you.
Am I the Dr. Deputy or Mr. Dr. Deputy?
Well, I mean, what do you prefer? Can I could call you Mr. Dr. Deputy if you want.
Okay.
And he goes and runs and jumps into the carriage.
All right. I like that guy.
Well, you're showing a side of you that's logical and restrained, and I'm not very used to that. But keep it up. All right. I will just Billy Bob Thornton. Shit. Should we just should we cast some sort of we should cast some of our protection spells just in case on us as well, right? That
makes sense to me. Yeah, if we're gonna stand here and hope they don't kill us.
Okay. Well,
Billy Bob, you think we should try and run? There's a lot of them, and a lot of nothing that they could see us for really far away.
Yeah, but if we run, I mean, we don't even have a carriage. They'll catch us in seconds. I think our best bet is to stand our ground and try to talk to them, and if not, just blast them full of arrows.
Wait, actually, Billy
You
Bob
roll me a
Thornton.
wisdom saving throw.
Me? Oh,
Everybody.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, it was 0 wisdom. All right. Danger sense? No, because people are coming. No,
Not
okay,
wisdom.
all right. Oh man. All right. It's a 9.
It's a 12.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Del, you are the only one who's been able to keep an eye on the approaching carriages, and you realize you have about 30 seconds to get the final steps of this plan in place before they're just going to be here.
All right. Rumpleforeskin, maybe if you can get behind the carriage and off to the side, so if shooting happens, flamethrower can be part of that.
Oh, I'll see what I can do, sure. And
Okay,
they
great.
turn to go behind the carriage.
Oh.
And they do. They hobble behind the carriage. They manage to make that move pretty cleanly.
Okay. The new rogue, you give him a chat and do whatever you can. Use that charm I know you've got, and I cast guiding whispers on you, so you get 1d4 to your next roll.
Oh, sorry. Say that again. What do you do?
You hear ghostly voices come around you and be like, "Yeah, sure, you're so charming." and you can add 1d4 to your next roll.
Okay.
You have guidance on you now.
Thank you, Del. Here, and then I take Jack Magnum off of me.
Oh,
He should stay back with you,
okay.
buddy. And then I put up my hand, and then he gives me a little high five.
I mean, do you make the sound?
I did.
Then yeah, you'll get a high five.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay, here you
That
go.
goat can go in the carriage if you want.
I don't know if
protect
that's
it.
Clomp. The
Okay.
caravan
Yeah.
comes
Everybody
around the corner
in.
towards you all.
okay.
All right, I'm getting
So-
in with Adam.
All right. Can I bless
Billy
them?
Bumportan dashes around behind to hide where Rumpleforeskin is hiding. And Guy is left alone, New Rogue, standing in this road as the caravan approaches.
Everybody grab a gun.
New Rogue.
I'm going to quickly. Okay, so I've tossed Jack Magnum in with them. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. I'm going to bless real quick, if I may, as I approach. So, please, Ezra, give your blessings upon 3 of my party. Oh boy. Can I have to ask you? Can I? There's more than 3. I'm just gonna have to do this. Oh boy, I care for everybody. If Jack Magnum's like touching one of them, does that count as one person?
No.
Everybody hug. We're one person.
Okay. Then I'm having to bless. I'm sorry, Jack Magnum, Del, and I'm doing Adamus in the hope that, but okay. And I'm
Great.
really sorry for Bone Horse.
And Billy Bob.
Billy
And the
Bob.
Dr. Deputy.
And Dr. Deputy. Yeah. Yeah. And my Austin Powers,
Austin Powers,
bring
yeah. Your Dr. Deputy and your Dr. Evil and your slightly smaller Dr. Evil.
yes. By the wisdom and graces of Ezra, we will keep you safe, right, Dr. Evil Mini-Me? Hey. There we go. All right.
What does bless do again after all of that? I literally don't remember.
The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack. Oh, sorry. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Got it. Okay.
All
That's
right.
for 1 minute.
And New Rogue steps out into the center of the road as this caravan of carriages approach. Can you roll me a perception, New Rogue, despite your fear, to see what you can see of these approaching carriages?
That's a natural 20.
Whoa.
A
You
nat
do
20.
time.
You are looking at these carriages, and as they approach, you start and begin to just see from a distance firelight and the armed attendants on each carriage and the horses drawing them. But as they draw closer, and you can sense a little bit of mist-like energy blessing these people in some way that you're not entirely sure of, but you can tell that they are favored by these domains. You begin to see decorations and you hear the jangling of bells, and you see bright colors, and you realize though they are armed, they are dressed as performers, and you recognize the Vistani troupe that had played back in Happy Town is approaching.
It's the cabal of merrymakers. Hello, friends. It is I, new rogue, compatriots. It's just me for now, actually. But my compatriots are not that far away. Should things go bad, how are you guys doing? By the way, is everything cool?
The first carriage stops 10 feet from you, and a side door opens, and out steps a woman you recognize, Lisette Renard, the director of the Vistani. And she steps forwards, saying, I would shake your hand in greeting, but with your hands, I believe that would be a bad choice. New rogue, it is good to see you.
It's good to see you, and now that I hear your voice, I know that I'm speaking to the real you. Sorry, there's been trouble with doppelgangers, and you just never know when you're in the barren hills. What brings you here?
Well, we are the Vistani. We travel, we perform, we journey through the mist, performing for folk as well as dark lords. We had to travel through here. I was actually hoping to find you and your companions along the way. We did a show for Acer Sanguine, but I found other information about you and your friend, the Black Knight, that I thought might be of use to you.
Sorry, reverse. You did a show for the Dark Lord Acer Sanguine.
Well, we did a show for Acer Sanguine. Yeah, exactly. We do shows for Dark Lords. We do shows for monsters. We do shows for the villagers who are terrified of them. The Vistani, we tell stories. It's why we are allowed to travel the way that we do.
Okay, so the Dark Lord trusts you?
Acer Sanguine, he let us perform. That was part of our sacred duty as we travel. It's what we do.
Okay, sorry. And what did you want to tell us? Me? Because it's just me right now. Pretty much.
Well, that's nice. And you seem like a fine fellow, but I was hoping to talk to one of, shall we say, the more leadership types of your group.
I can be a leader.
Del, Adam, you were both inside the carriage. You do know Lisette Renard. You've both, I don't know if Adam dealt with it. I think Shadow Nemesis dealt with Lisette. But Del, you dealt with Lisette directly. Adam, you can see that this is clearly not a threat at this point. When you look out, it's more like the circus came to town than spooky monsters are riding these wagons up. Are you both letting this play out as it is? Would you engage? Would you talk? Would you get involved? Or are you just waiting while this conversation happens?
I think I'd lean into Del being like, I mean, this is going okay. Do we know these people?
Yeah, this is going okay. You stay here on the crossbow. I'll go help New Rogue.
Gotcha.
Right out there.
Okay, wait, we need a signal. Maybe if you say something, then I'll know that I can just let loose. Why don't you say Arrow City or something like that, and then I can just let them have it.
All right, Arrow City it is.
Yeah, have you guys ever been to Arrow City? Then hit the dirt.
Yeah, I'll do that. You just sit tight. You sit tight.
Adam sits tight. Del, you go to approach the Vistani where New Rogue is standing.
Hi, Lisette. I overheard some of that. Is there anything you need from us?
It seems like you might need more than we do with the fire and the broken carriage and all of these other things. Something terrible seems to have befallen you here.
Yeah, a little bit. That's true. I'm a little worse for the wear, but we're glad that your caravan's friendly and not adding to that.
Yeah.
We are the Vistani. We're not monsters ourselves. We just travel and tell the tales. That is our purpose. We'll be able to help you with everything going on here. That's our purpose. And that's when you hear a small voice from a carriage yell, "Take that, good doers!" And the doctor deputy fires a crossbow at Lisette Renard. And we'll take a quick commercial break right here. Great, super.
No, why did I leave?
Tyler,
Yes.
Midas Fern, the werewolf who has been walking with you, has stopped at the top of a hill. She's carrying one 10-foot rod with the long, snaking tail tied with bones. You have the other. She turns to look at you. What do you do?
And I'll say, this is the spot where if you were off the ground, you would do the fishing here. Yes. And I nod.
She nods back.
Okay. I reach into my cloak of my billowing cloak, of protective convenience, and produce a length of rope. And I cast a new spell, one that I swapped in after a long rest, called Rope Trick. And this basically allows me to touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The extra-dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or smaller creatures. The rope can be pulled into the space, making the rope disappear from the view outside of the space. Attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance into or out of the extra-dimensional space, but those inside can see out as if it's through a 3-foot by 5-foot window centered on the rope. Anything inside the extra-dimensional space drops out when the spell ends. This lasts for 1 hour.
Wow.
So I just kind of coax the rope out of my cloak, and it seems like I'm just pulling just regular rope until it would normally just like droop and gravity would take it. But as I keep pulling, it actually just starts to snake up out of my cloak. And as the last bit comes free from the extra dimensional space of my cloak, I kind of set it, give it a little tug, make sure it's good, and say, okay, up there is an invisible fishing hole. We'll just climb up and you can do your thing. Yeah, I'll see you up there. And I'm going to try and climb this rope. This is fucking high school gym class flashback for me, but
Tyler,
let's see how I do.
How long is this rope?
The length of rope, I think, is 50 feet.
All right, so we're climbing 50 feet of rope vertically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roll me an athletics, please.
If anybody can do it, Tyler can.
This Tyler can, because you guys gave me stats that do not match my body. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Strong, Tyler, strong.
You make it up the first 25 feet. And from the ground, you just hear like, But as you look down, Midas is not climbing beneath you. Can you roll me a second athletics check to try to get up to the ice fishing hole in the sky?
Oh yeah, here we go. This is the roll people wanted. That's a total of 7.
You reach up and try to lift yourself higher. Can you roll me a dex save?
Yeah. God, these dice. There we go. Dex save. So that's a total of 17.
17. Okay, you will take 1 point of damage as you quickly, as you fall, wrap a hand around and knot it around your wrist. So you get a little bit of the burning of your palm down, but you manage to wrap yourself and hold your position. You want to roll athletics again and keep climbing, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to keep climbing. That's a total of 15.
Total of 15. You make it up to the top. You are in. You have done it. You successfully climb into the hole, and you look down and see Midas Fern go, And she reaches up and wraps the rope around one hand and then wraps it around 1 foot and begins almost army crawling, the one arm and the one leg, but they're still trapped in. And you realize she has a lot of experience with ropes and knots, so she can't fall. She's quite clever. And then ends up climbing into the space with you.
Great. Yeah, I climb up and I like roll over onto my back. Like, even though I made it, like that took a bit out of me. Like, oh man, I have not climbed that much rope ever. Why would I ever have to climb that much rope? That was insane. Okay. I left the rod down there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to. Unless, did you bring yours? Because I didn't bring mine. I'm so sorry.
Midas has hers in her free hand.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get mine. Do we need 2 rods for this, or is that other one okay down there? I feel like you're looking at me like.
Yeah, you're just getting a glower.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. This will be super quick, no problem. I do this all the time. Bye. And I'm just gonna start to shimmy down the rope.
Can you roll me an acrobatics?
Acrobatics this time. With a 2 on the die, my modifier for acrobatics being a 1, that gives me a total of 3.
You take 4 points of damage as you start down the rope and then fall the bottom 15 feet.
And given the way I was on the rope, unexpectedly kind of just like losing it, I like land on my tailbone on the fucking barren hills, ladies and gentlemen. Just rock. Yeah. And so I'm just what it would be like the kind of pain that like you don't scream, it just takes the air out of you, just like and just there's no sound after that, and I'm just kind of rolling on the rocks, clutching my ass. Can
you roll me a perception?
That is perception's pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's another 17.
From above, you just hear and then slow clapping, and you realize Midas is looking down, highly amused by that wipeout.
Wincing through pain. Oh yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah, fuck you. Okay. I got the rod. I'm wiping tears. Like that hurt. And I think back to Midas. Midas's climbing technique, and I have the rod in my one hand, and I wrap the rope around my open hand, and I kind of kick my foot around the rope at the bottom, and I start to try and copy what I saw her do to climb up.
That is quite clever. Can you roll me a sleight of hand to represent the rope tying with advantage? Okay. But as you start climbing, you realize how high up this is, and a chill passes over your body, and you just get a point of perspiration as you look 50 feet up.
Oh no.
You got in your head, Tyler.
I always do. I live there, baby. Okay.
But then, Tyler, you remember that there's this fishing rod in your hand, and that you are going to feed a starving village. You are here to do the right thing for the right people. And in a moment of bravery, the mist also gives you a point of inspiration.
Ooh. Yes.
We got 1 and 1 then is where I'm at. Okay, and now we do
with advantage currently. Yes.
A sleight of hand roll at advantage. Okay. 11. We'll take the 11. Sleight of hand makes it a total of 12.
12. You have tied these knots around your hand. You get 5 feet off the ground, and you cannot figure out how to move your hands up the rope. So you are just 5 feet off the ground, doing
so discouraged. Yeah,
one side of the leg to hand.
I'm just hanging there, humping rope. I'm so glad the only person who's witnessing this is incapable of speech. Take the victories where you can get them.
Midas is dying. If laughter up.
Well, I'm glad I'm winning her over. Fucking Midas. And I'll just like look. I'm like, I can't. I don't know how you. Can you help? Can you help me? I don't know how to do what you did. Wait, hang on.
Midas.
I cast message to Midas, and my words go into her mind, and I say, this is a thing I can do. If you're hearing me inside your head, you will be able to respond to me, and I'll be able to hear you inside my head saying exactly what it is you want to say to me. How do I get up? Please.
Hang on, idiot. But I'm telling everybody this happened. And you feel the rope start to move upwards. And when you look up, you can see Midas, who is stocky and strong and part werewolf, has hulked out and is hauling up the rope with you on the bottom of it. And with a 15, she manages to pull you up the full 50 feet and deposit you on the space next to her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, really, very much. If you want, I can do this message thing as many times as you want. I have to initiate, though, and then you respond. If you want to
she turns back into
me,
a person and looks at you like grossed out.
Yeah. I get it. Look, if you want to, though, for whatever reason, just get my attention and point to your head, and I'll take that as a signal to do this so that you can tell me I'm a fucking loser or whatever. But for now, let's catch a big worm, I guess. You've got an hour.
To her head. She looks at you and points to her head.
I cast it, and mentally I'm like, yeah.
You're a fucking loser. And then you just hear her
Thumbs
out
up.
loud go.
I give her the thumbs up, and I say, and I can do that as many times as you want. And I say, so how do we fucking fish?
The fuck you, loser. And then she like takes her rod out.
I was
points
about
her
to
rod.
ask, like, do you know how to do this? But okay, she does. Okay. No.
She takes out her rod and begins to teach you how to fish. Meanwhile, back on the roads, the doctor deputy fires a heavy crossbow off of its mounting.
If the doctor deputy yelled first and then fired, can I jump in between this?
Let's roll an initiative.
Okay.
Me too?
You and Dr. Deputy.
Oh.
Dell's specifically reacting. Adam, I don't think you saw this coming, so I'm going to say no. Okay. Unless you think you were there ready to stop him.
Oh, no. I was listening for Arrow City. I wasn't seeing what he was doing.
I have a question for you, Adam. Do you think, because you are Adam and you have no combat experience in this world, if the doctor deputy yelled a battle cry and fired, would you fire instinctively, or do you think you would know not to? Because I'm like, is this a wisdom save to just stop you from pulling the trigger without thinking and like a panic? I leave this up to you. I'm not going to force this on you. It's up to you.
I think I should roll.
All righty. I need a
roll
wisdom
for it.
saving throw from Adam. Dell, I'll get initiative from you. New
I
do you think
rolled-
you'd have been...
Oh, I just
Go for
rolled
it.
terribly. I would like to use my inspiration, but I have perspiration, so I need to roll another terrible d6 and maybe fuck it up more.
Correct.
So here's a d6. This is a 2.
Oh, man.
Please roll at disadvantage, Dell.
All right. And see if it gets worse. It did. Oh, no. Okay. My initiative is 5.
All right. I know what the doctor deputy rolled.
I'm very apprehensive, by the way. I've been monitoring this situation, not sure if I should let them know about the gang back there. So I kind of feel like I have a really good spatial awareness in this moment, just because I am so on edge. So I'm going
If
to
you want to
roll.
roll initiative, go for it. I believe.
All right. And that comes to that's 15. Oh wait, sorry, 17. I had to add the multiplier. Yeah.
Okay, what did you roll?
I'm still rolling my wisdom? Okay, I haven't rolled that
Yes,
yet.
you are.
7.
Can you roll me initiative, please?
Oh, God. Okay, all right. Nat 20.
Oh my God.
Yeah! You got it, buddy. I say Arrow City.
And the doctor deputy, with a war cry, triggers Adam to be the very first person to attack. And he instinctively pulls the trigger and fires his heavy crossbow at Lisette Renard. We'll take a quick commercial break. Right
Jesus.
now.
I'm like Homer when he goes to space.
Adam, can you roll me an attack roll?
Oh, what stats would I be using? Just
We will add your proficiency and your dexterity bonus.
Oh, duh. Okay. Okay. Proficiency bonus +2, dexterity +1, so +3 to whatever I roll.
Correct.
There we go. All right. I'm learning. Okay, well, that's a total of 6. So maybe this is a good thing.
Adam fires, and it shoots right into the ground in front of the carriage. It shoots about 4 feet in front of him and goes absolutely nowhere as you hear the twang. New Rogue, you are next to act. What do? You have such great spatial awareness.
Sorry. So there's multiple arrows being fired.
You heard Dr. Deputy yell that he was going to attack the do-gooders, and then you know something is about to happen. You've heard the twang of a crossbow bolt. Can you roll me a perception?
Mm-hmm. That's an 8.
You do not know where that bolt went. You just heard the twang of a crossbow firing, and you were reacting instinctively. What do you do?
Well, because it's coming from the back, I know at least that means Jack Magnum isn't getting hit. So Dell is near me, and so is the Vistani, who I'm still unsure about, but I'm going to wrap my hand in my cloak, in my cape, and both hands in it. And I'm basically going to try and jump and cover basically both Dell and the Vistani lady just in case. So basically an arm around Dell as I rush forward to get an arm around the Vistani and basically just go in a ball on the ground so that, less of a target to hit.
Can you roll me an athletics to see if you can muscle Dell towards the Vistani woman? Dell, you had your own plans for this. Do you think you'd be resisting because you don't know what New Rogue's going to do? Or would you go with this?
I would want to be in between the Vistani at least. So if New Rogue is still stepping us towards that, like all of us together, I think that is good.
Okay, so you're not going to actively resist, so the DC will be lower. All right, New Rogue, what did you roll?
With all my modifiers, that's a 19.
Ooh.
A 19. You wrap an arm around Dell and lunge towards Lisette Renard.
Everybody get down!
You rolled a 19. Lisette, not knowing what is happening, takes a step back and away, dodging you. So you end up pulling Dell down. She rolled a 21 on her instinctive dex to step away from your spectral hands, even coat wrapped.
And so she just sees a passing glance of me, like, charging in heroically, like, I'll save you. And then I just see her, give me an awkward eye, I guess. And I'm like, what? And I'm hurt. Like, no.
And then you pull Dell to the ground as Lisette, not sure what's happening, steps aside, and the Dr. Deputy fires. Oh, God, he's a doll right now. Just a second.
Oh, no.
How well can a doll fire a
crossbow?
Van Helsing Gatling gun crossbow?
Like a repeating crossbow or whatever. Is that what it's called? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a double barrel one, like something really beefy.
Double barreled.
Yeah.
Repeating crossbow.
Yeah.
To clarify for the sake of all of our sanity, it is a repeating crossbow.
Okay.
It is not double barreled.
No.
So it will auto load again from the turret that it is in, but it does not fire
full automatic.
It's not a machine gun. It's just a crossbow. You see a bolt appear in the stomach of Lisette Renard. And he rolls max damage. And she takes 12 points of damage.
Oh, dear.
Why is he so good at murder?
And it stabs into her. And she just goes, well, this was not part of the tale I anticipated. Dell, you're up. What do you do?
Shit. Wait a second. Oh, I was not was not acting fast enough.
Well, what were you thinking of?
Oh, now I'm just like, I could have silvery barbs, Dr. Deputy.
Do you think you would have done that, or do you think you were too stunned? I would be fine with either, because it is a weird turn order thing with reactions.
I was going to use my next action to cast a message at Dr. Deputy, but I'm like, silvery barbs is also yelling at him.
So why don't you roll a wisdom save, and we'll
Okay.
see if while you were getting tackled, you were able to stay focused enough to do silvery barbs.
It is wisdom save.
Yes.
It's a 22.
Ooh.
You are smart enough to do silvery barbs, so let's give the Dr. Deputy disadvantage. What do you yell at him as you cast silvery barbs?
I think, I'm going to I'll spend my message because I have ghost whispers as a message. So I'm going to just
Does message take an action
that.
or what is
It does, but I'm just like, this is just for flavor, but I'm going to expend it for flavor.
Okay.
Is that when silvery barbs goes off, it's just honing in on Dr. Deputy and saying, don't shoot them, you're gonna get us all killed. And it's just tons of ghost voices doing that is distracting him.
But he shoots anyways. Because he's a fool. And
It's better.
You can't stop me, you fucking voices!
and he shoots and still gets a dirty 20 and hits, and the damage is done.
Whoa.
Well,
She takes a crossbow bolt in the gut.
Lisette will get advantage on whatever's next.
Lisette is there. It is your turn. So you've used your reaction, which was on the Dr. Deputy's turn. What do you do now that you've seen Lisette get shot and you know it is not a long time before all of the other Vistani on the caravan start to react?
Yeah, I'm going to turn back to Lisette. I am so sorry that everything is really shitty right now, but we are really happy to see you and glad that you're here. Cast Healing Word at level 2 on Lisette.
All right, roll for it.
That is 9 damage back.
Okay. She heals up pretty quickly, and the bolt falls out of her, and she's like, this is not entirely what I expected, but
Reload, Black Knight!
you hear yelled, and she's like, I think we might have a problem with the carriage, no?
Oh, I'm gonna try and run over there and get into the window where Dr. Deputy is, like leaning over this crossbow. Stop!
All right, so you can get there. You get to yell stop. Can you roll me an intimidation?
Mm-hmm. That is 23.
Ooh.
Wow.
The Dr. Deputy innately flinches from someone as big as you while being in a tiny doll body. And he's like,
I just did what the Black Knight wanted.
Wait, whoa.
Adam, grab him.
I grab him.
No more shooting. No more shooting. Okay.
What happened? He started shooting. I thought they were bad.
No, they're not. They're not. Dr. Deputy, just like shooting. Just keep him away from the shooting.
Okay. All right. Hold. I wrestle him back and I put him in the back seat of the carriage.
can you roll me
Turn
an
back
athletics?
around.
Athletics.
Yeah.
All right. That is a total of 11.
He also rolls an 11. You can't get him into the seat. You're just wrestling. You're stuck in stasis as he keeps escaping your hands and you keep grabbing him.
Come on.
This is what you wanted. Why are you doing this?
I didn't tell you to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Exactly to do this. You told me exactly.
No, I didn't. I was waiting for Arrow City, but then he started firing.
You said mister.
Del, are you staying
Okay.
to watch this, or are you going to go try to win over him?
I turn back. I'm like rabid animal style. Like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. This is a lot. New rogue.
Yes, I'm here. I know what to do, and then I cast thaumaturgy. Enough! And
Can you roll me an intimidation with advantage?
Hell yeah, dude.
Adam, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Well, my wisdom is 0. That's a 15.
that's an 8. Enough.
Stop it.
The enough echoes around, but Adam, you've been yelled at by Guy so many times that it doesn't phase you at all. But the Dr. Deputy just goes, and he holds still and just freezes in your arms. You can finally wrestle him into a place where he can't get away.
Okay, I notice I have a bag on me, so I kind of shove him in my bag of holding.
Well, you can't.
He's gone, and he's
I'm sorry, just stay there for a sec.
Adam, don't send Dr. Deputy to the bag hell zone.
Bag hell zone? What? I thought it was just a bag. I take him out.
Can you roll me a Dex saving throw?
Danger sense?
No, you can't see.
Oh. Okay.
Can't see into the bag, right? Yeah.
Oh, that is true. For a Dex saving throw, that's a 13.
13. Roll me a D6. You want to roll a 3 or higher?
Well, that there is a 5.
You pull out the Dr. Deputy.
Don't put me in the bag. I hate it. It's so dark. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was a bag straight to hell. I wouldn't have put you in the bag if it just teleported you to hell. I'm so sorry. I don't know why
I thought
have
it
the
was
bag on
supposed
me.
to be cool. This is bullshit.
I don't know. Just stop. Just hold on. Just easy. Just stop it.
You want me to stop and hold on, Mr. Black Knight?
Yes, I do, Mr. Dr. Deputy, okay? I want you to just stop, okay? Just stop what you're doing, Mr. Dr. Deputy. Stop it. Don't kill anybody, Mr. Dr. Deputy, okay?
Okay.
Can you roll me an athletics at disadvantage?
Jesus. See, I know what this is, but the character doesn't know.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
You're just calling him by a name. He's asking you to call him.
Yes. Oh, athletics. God. Sorry if everybody dies.
Put him back in the bag.
At disadvantage, I rolled a 4, so it's a total of 6.
All right. You are holding on to the Dr. Deputy. Hold still for him. I goes, okay. And he leaps immediately out of your hands and fires the crossbow again.
What are you doing?
He misses. It shoots straight up and lands in the opposite hill. And he's like,
Just what you wanted, Black Knight.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm going to put you in the hell bag for a second, okay? Don't go to hell. Don't go towards the hell light. I want to grab him and put him in my bag. And it's like, sorry.
roll me an athletics. Or a dexterity. If you're trying to catch him, I would accept like a sleight of hand or an acrobatics, or you could just try to muscle him with an athletics.
I'll try athletics. I'll try athletics again. Oh, boy. Okay. Total of 4.
Oh.
Great. He rolled a 14, so you lunge towards him as he darts past you to your crossbow, which is reloaded. Del, what are you doing?
I wanted to focus on Lisette, but apparently there's just absolute madness going on in here.
Another crossbow has gone off, and you're hearing Adam yelling from inside.
Okay, I can't get around this carriage fast enough, but I am just sticking arms through where the crossbow is coming out. I'm just sticking arms through to try and grab this little guy.
Roll me a sleight of hand with disadvantage because you can't see him.
Okay. It's a 10. Oh, 12.
You managed to grab the Dr. Deputy through one of these holes.
Oh, I grab and pull him. You are causing so much trouble for us right now. We're all gonna die, and then you won't get anybody ever.
Nah, the Black Knight's gonna protect me.
Put him in the hell bag. Put him in the hell bag.
What?
So you take sides of me right now because you're being real bad.
Yeah, I needed to be better and kill someone.
No.
And at that point, he's grabbed and jammed into a bag. So he is inside the hell bag.
I'm sorry,
New
Mr.
Rogue.
Dr. Deputy.
New Rogue, you are standing facing a caravan of pissed off Vistani, but they're not quite sure what's going on. What do you do?
I'm nervous. I tried to to just like kind of like smile through it, like it's okay, show them that it's safe, like I'm sorry that things are not going well, but we are decent folk here. You entertain me, let me entertain you with some parlor tricks. And I'm going to be like, Jack Magnum, come here.
And you look down and see he's already beside you, having snuck away during the combat.
Whoa. Oh.
Looks up at you.
Here, Jack Magnum, let's do the trick that will warm their heart. Hey, Jack Magnum. And I lean down to him, put up my hands.
And Jack Magnum looks at you, and he looks to the left at all of the Vistani who are watching this moment, unsure. And he looks to the right at a screaming doll being stuffed into a bag in a carriage. And he looks back.
It's okay.
And I need you to roll me an animal handling roll that may well save your life. And that's the end of this week's episode. Yay!
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Garbo Abe, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Nomad, the Wise Paladin of the Badlands, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, Gus Schreider, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Old Man Mojo, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.